Hey, this is Sonic, and you're watching Telekinestic Man.
Before we start this video, I wanted to give a huge shout out to Sleep Is My Spirit on Tumblr for making this incredible new drawing for my channel art. There's a link below if you'd like to see more of her stuff, along with a quick little update and information about myself and the channel and where I've been the past few months. So now we're just about 3 weeks away from the official launch date of Nintendo's latest system, the Nintendo Switch. I know everyone and their mother has been covering this stuff, but I really wanted to contribute my personal views of the system before the big launch on March 3rd. I've been keeping on top of the information about this thing for years, and it took me quite a while to get used to calling it the Switch and not its original codename, the NX, which I assume stood for Nintendo Cross. Almost a month ago now, Nintendo dropped a chunk of information during a large live event, and you can catch my initial impressions and reaction over on the Pixel Brains YouTube channel, along with all of my friends over there, such as Steve from Billionaire Productions.
They're really padding out this fucking hour with people looking at each other.
Yeah, that's the point of the Switch, Steve. You have to look at people instead of play the game.
Oh my god.
The magical Kitsune, Sonic's new best buddy.
I'll drop a link below, and unfortunately I can't do a custom timestamp on this one, just that video in particular just doesn't do it for some reason, but I'll have the time there so you can click along and find it for yourself. Unfortunately, I didn't have a lot to say in that video because I had a lot of background noise at the time as I wasn't actually home where I normally am now, so I didn't get to say too much, but it's still there if you'd like to see it. I think it's extremely safe for me to say at this point that I am excited or hyped for this new console. Nintendo's marketing has taken such a dramatic turn from the confusing and misguided commercials of the Wii U to the streamlined and succinct direction of the Switch advertisements. The premise is so simple. It's like a console, but you can take it wherever you want. Considering how this thing launches the same week of my first classes for university, the segments showcasing a bunch of hip young millennials playing Splatoon or Mario Kart in a lecture hall really excites me. The idea of playing console-tier games wherever I go is just so interesting, and although it's not without its concerns, to be honest. The battery life is a little bit of a hard one to get behind, lasting between 2.5 hours to 6 hours on a single charge depending on the types of games you'll be playing. I will most likely be investing in a small portable battery for my Switch, although I imagine I'll mostly be playing it in TV mode. The main reason I decided to jump on this thing and pre-order it for a day one, or hopefully midnight, pickup was fairly simple. I wanted Zelda more than anything, and I've never bought a console on launch before, let alone attended a midnight release. Console launches are often shaky, rocky starts to a system's eventual lifespan, but the atmosphere and excitement surrounding them always intrigued me. I've certainly picked up games on launch day before, even attended a launch day tournament for Smash Bros. On the Wii U when that came out, but never a midnight event. Before watching the Switch stream a few weeks ago, I remember saying, if Zelda comes out at launch, I think I'm gonna buy a Switch at launch. And what happened when the release date for Zelda hit at the end of that stream?
Launch day.
No. Launch day.
Oh,
Yes! Oh, fuck. Well, that's it! Pack it up! Time to go!
Buying a Switch at launch. Midnight release, I'm going.
Oh no, yeah!
Have to do it.
No Sonic mode!
Yeah, that sold me. But to be fair, it wasn't just that. Super Mario Odyssey looks like it could be the best 3D Mario so far, as the choice to focus on a more Mario 64-like exploration with Sonic Adventure and Sonic Unleashed style locales and themes.
No, it's the intro to Sonic Adventure. Mario Unleashed. Sonic Unleashed with Mario.
Mario Unleashed!
Really helps to make it pop and feel unique among other Mario games. This wasn't a Mario game we were getting excited about just because it showed a bunch of recognizable symbols and visuals from previous games in the series.
The Falcon! The Millennium Falcon! It's the Millennium Falcon! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh god! I gotta play with my Star Wars toys! Star Wars!
No, we were getting excited because almost everything here looks new for Mario, and that's how you generate hype.
Oh shit.
Oh my god! Whoa, what the fuck? It's Mario Grand Theft Auto and King Mario! What the fuck is this? Yeah! Mario's fucking possessed!
Also, as a big fan of the original Splatoon on Wii U, I'm pretty sure I'll be picking up its sequel, Splatoon 2, on launch day as well. To be honest, I actually initially thought this might have been an enhanced port, and you can see that in the Pixel Brain stream, but due to all the content that was being shown, I was thinking, this has probably got to be a sequel.
This music's new. See, now I don't know if this is just Splatoon 2.
It's probably like a port.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of extra stuff here if that's the case. Way more than what they were showing off in Mario Kart. Oh, it is Splatoon 2.
Whoa.
Oh, cool.
Even though I'll probably only be playing Zelda for a few months around launch, the fact that other big games like Mario Odyssey and Splatoon 2 are hitting later in the year made me think, well, I guess I'll be buying one later this year anyway, so I may as well buy it at launch. I doubt there's going to be a big price drop between now and Christmas. Games like the upcoming Sonic Mania and Project Sonic 2017 will definitely go to my Steam account first, but I'll most likely double dip, at least for Mania, due to it being a lot cheaper, and buy them on the Switch as well. Bayonetta 3 would be an amazing release as well. Also, where the hell is my Bayonetta amiibo? The new fighting game, ARMS, doesn't look too bad either. It actually looks genuinely interesting with the motion control dynamic of punching and running around, and I might give it a try if the reviews are quite positive once the game launches. And as much as Mario Kart 8 Deluxe looks to be the best version of what is currently my favorite racing game, I already own it on the Wii U, along with all of its DLC, and paying $90 for the same-ish game with no discount or save transfer that I know of is a big bummer. Yes, there's that awesome new battle mode, which was my favorite part of Mario Kart DS, but I'm not picking that up for $90, and I'm not trading my Wii U because the Switch isn't backwards compatible, so I still want to play my games like Bayonetta and Mario Maker and Smash Bros. Plus, I'd rather spend that money on the inevitable Smash Bros. Port that will be announced at E3 or a future Direct and will have bonus content or extra things like that. I'm calling it now, but I mean, I imagine most of you probably have as well. And on the subject of pricing, by God, I know that Australians are used to spending stupid amounts of money on computers and game equipment, but holy hell, the Switch is expensive over here! 299 American dollars equates to almost exactly 400 Australian, yet we get the wonderful joy of paying $470 for the exact same region unlocked system. It's almost better off to buy an American Switch and have it shipped over here instead. My pre-order at EB Games is currently just the Neon Switch, which I got because, while it does bother me the colors don't match, I still prefer the colored approach, and a copy of Zelda. This comes to a total of $560. Yikes! Not only that, while the Joy-Cons do look fine for normal gameplay when placed on the grip, I would really love to buy a Pro Controller, but it's $100. A pair of Joy-Cons is $120. Jesus Christ, why are these things so expensive? I've heard people in the States complaining that $299 American dollars is a bit much for the Switch itself, but trust me, you guys are getting a much better deal than we are over here. Holy hell, Nintendo, you're lucky that I love your games so much. Because of the price of this thing, it's actually turned off a few of my friends, including Cameron, who's been on this channel before and regularly appears in Pixel Brains. You can see at the end of the stream that he was so excited for getting a Switch at launch, but that was before they announced the price for Australia, and now he's not going to be getting one for quite a while, most likely. Hey, if there's one element of pricing that actually is quite positive for the Nintendo Switch, at least their online service has been reported to be about half the cost, if not less, of PlayStation Plus and Xbox Live, which is great. As a huge fan of PC games and PC technology, the idea of paying for online is a bit off-putting to me. However, I do understand the need for it, and I'm glad Nintendo seems to be trying to make their service more affordable and consumer-friendly than its competitors. Plus, for launch day people like me, we get free online until fall. So, spring for me in Australia. And that's pretty cool, I guess. Gives an advantage to the people that do buy the system at launch to do a bit of stress testing and figure out what they like and don't like about the system's limitations on the online and see if they want to buy a subscription from there. If Smash Bros. Does get ported to the Switch and the online is garbage for the third time in a row, or fourth if you count Smash 3DS and Smash Wii U as separate games from each other, then I'm going to be disappointed. Still though, my PC is more what I use for bigger online games such as Overwatch, Titanfall 2, Elite Dangerous, and Ark Survival Evolved. So while it won't be a deal breaker if not every game has amazing online on the Switch, it will be a negative for some, especially those that only have the Switch as their main gaming system. Mario Kart 8 and Splatoon on the Wii U had quite excellent online if I'm honest, unless you count the occasional connection dropouts which were quite frustrating, so here's hoping. Look, here are my overall predictions for the Switch's lineup this year. I think that it will have a reasonably successful launch, but I do hope that it does really well. I also think sales are most likely going to explode around Christmas time. A huge new 3D Mario game, Splatoon 2, a new Legend of Zelda, Mario Kart 8, and probably Smash Bros. That's most of Nintendo's big franchises that are going to be ready by Christmas time this year. Plus, other titles like the Sonic releases this year and Skyrim will probably help out a bit as well. Oh, and if Nintendo really wants to kill it, announcing a new Metroid and maybe a Donkey Kong Country at E3 would make me quite happy as well. Or at the very least just port Tropical Freeze to the Switch because I haven't played it and I really want to. Basically, I'm really looking forward to visiting my local EB Games and picking up this sleek little machine on midnight March 3rd. As a student heading into university, I think this thing is coming out at the absolute perfect time for me. I already have to bring my laptop to uni anyway, and the Switch could easily fit inside my laptop bag. I've also had to adjust to up to 2-hour-long travel times from home to school due to awful public transport out where I live, so maybe I'll be playing Zelda in my hour-long bus home in the afternoons as well. Nintendo has the chance to really kill it with this system. I mean, they advertised during the Super Bowl, and their marketing in general has just been really good. Those are really un-Nintendo things, but in this instance, that's really good for them. If my upcoming animation course doesn't take up too much of my time around launch week, I'll try and have some kind of initial Switch and Zelda launch impressions video out to comment on everything I've experienced with the system and how I feel about it at that time. And then maybe at the end of the year I'll do some kind of recap now that Mario Odyssey and Splatoon and all those other games will be out at the end, and maybe the system sales will have boosted and we'll have more time to test out the online, etc, etc. Until then, let's all cross our fingers that Nintendo's really got the system sorted out and that we have a successful lifetime ahead of it. Let's also cross our fingers that this video doesn't get any kind of copyright crap from Nintendo on it. I would like to make my money somehow, guys.